Hello, hello, and welcome back to a world completely free of social injustice. In Perfidious Beat plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. Sure, it took more than an hour, but you know what? We've done it. Teddy and the bench and we have rid the world of all social inequality simply by deposing one bigoted police captain. We got him fired, and now, the social equality has transcended and dispersed out amongst the populace, and everything is going to be perfect from now on. We'll never again be, will anyone be subject to bigotry or hatred? It's just, that's it. We fixed it. Problem solved. Done. Sure, there's still aliens everywhere, and we're all probably going to die, but the social equality thing, you know what? We got that covered. Plus, now there's going to be an all-new police captain to fly into a furious rage over the antics of Teddy and the bench. It's probably named, like, I don't know, like Captain Perkins or Captain Jenkins or Captain Tompkins. It's definitely an ends, something that ends in I-N-S. It's just the way police captaining works. So, we're into India. We have established contact. The resistance radio is not a terrible idea.
Desperate masses of humanity clinging to any semblance of hope. But these stories will not save them from their fate.
Yeah, well, talking about grim fates there, Warlock, remind me again what happened to you the last time you came and messed with XCOM, because as I recall, you got pooped on.
Do you not yet understand the price of defying the elders?
Oh no, don't decrease the resistance of northern Brazil, a place where I've never been.
Enough to reform your ways.
It's really not. I mean, you're punishing people I don't know, have never seen, spoken to, or interacted with. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm actually more worried about the assassin as opposed to the warlock. The warlock's just getting started, and the first time he showed up, we basically crapped in his mouth. Taylor Swift is recovered from her wounds. Tay-Tay is back. Proving ground. Excellent. We need to build this immediately. Question is, where do we want to build this? Oh, never mind. We don't get to decide. We already built it. We're gonna need an engineer. Yeah, we're gonna need an engineer. Well, Ephraim Chazane, welcome to the projects. I guess you have finally gotten off of shovel duty. It's probably gonna be nice. So, Skulljack project takes 10 days, costs us 75 supplies. We need it. I want blue screen protocol. I'd love to start developing some experimental ammo and weapons as well. But the Skulljack must happen. It's our priority. We need to do that. First and foremost, the Skulljack is of tantamount importance. We'll finish picking up these crumb box supplies. Done. And then it's back over here to get our alloys, which we sort of desperately need. We're very low on alloys. And by that fact, I mean, I think we have 2. Yeah, we have 2. We do have a lot of intel, so if we need to, we can always go buy some from the black market, but we also need that intel for making contact and spreading out a little bit as well. Illyrium research is complete. So that gives us plasma rifle and powered armor. Both of those are things I want. The Illyrium conduit we could now build if we wish to do so. Do we wish to do so? Well, we can't start on plasma rifles or powered armor because we don't have enough alloys. Also, 30 days is a long damn time. We've got some autopsies available. Are any of these autopsies... Are any of these vital to us? I don't care about psionics at all because I'm probably not gonna train a psionic trooper. It takes forever on Legend, and also they're really not very good. What can we do that's gonna take like 1 day? Anything? Do we have anything that's really, really short? Okay, here's what we'll do. Even though I think it's probably objectively a waste of time, we will do an autopsy on the Lost. I think this gets us the ultrasonic lure, which is not terrible. Plus, it gives Dr. Tigan you know, wait a minute. I was going to say it gives Dr. Tigan a chance to indulge in his kink, but I don't think these are actually aliens, though. Do these guys trigger Dr. Tigan's kink? Dr. Tigan's exclusively into fiddling with the corpses of aliens, but I think this is just a human corpse. Innocent civilians into a form of the undead. Yeah, those are just humans, Dr. Tigan. You're not into that too. Is it just straight up necrophilia? Is that your swerve? I mean, I've been trying to figure it out. Napoleon has all of his negative traits removed. That's fantastic. Don't we have somebody else who has negative traits that they need gone, though, too? I want to say we do. Yeah, Yuri. Right. Okay. Go take care of that. Yes, Pete Yuri was afraid of something. I don't remember what. Possibly animals? Possibly, you know what? I think maybe it was robots. I don't remember, but he's fine. Yeti will, I will spend time developing 48th pack abs, and once they are back in full fighting trim, scars from Chosen, fear of Chosen, that's what it was. That's right, Yeti was afraid of Chosen because they touched the abs. Once scars are gone, you know, everything will be back to normal. Yeti will be fine. Yes, please. I need that. Superior laser sight, must have. Superior autoloader, superior hair trigger, both of those things are also extraordinarily useful. I don't care about agility. I don't need a new specialist. I don't need chosen assassin. What does this do? Halves hunt the chosen covert action time. Interesting. We might come by that before we hit our next chosen then. Do you not? They don't have any alloys available though. There are no alloys. You have no alloys though, and that's what we came to get. We wanted the alloys, and you don't have any. I have 2. I need more than 2. Advent Priest Corpse, we can get rid of a couple of those. Advent Purifier Corpses, we can get rid of a couple of those. The Illyrium, of course, we're going to want to hang on to. Advent Troopers, keep those. Sectoids, we can spare a couple. We have 14 Illyrium cores. It seems like a lot. Do I want to sell them? No, because we're not really in the need for supplies right now. And if I'm going to sell Illyrium cores, I'd really rather wait till they're very interested. Data cache. Those sell well, but we could use that info to buy more stuff. Stun Lancer corpses, those we can shed some of. We don't really need many of those. Officer corpse, that I think we'll hang on to. We got 1 data pad, 6 mech wrecks. Probably don't need all those. 7 berserker corpses, definitely don't need all those. 8 muton corpses. We've done our research on those. We can get rid of a couple. That's good. We'll take 107 bonus supplies. But what I really came for, though, was the alloys black market, and you let me down. Flew all the way down here, and you guys are out of stock. No wonder Brick and Mortar is going out of business, man. I could have just ordered them on Amazon, and if they didn't have them, they'd have been like, hey, you know what? We're out of stock on those alloys you ordered, but if you wait 5 to 6 days, we'll be back in stock soon.
I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
Yeah, I need something that's going to take about 5 days, Dr. Tigan. You got anything like that? Psionics is inspired, and I'm still not going to research it. Priest Autopsy, Purifier. I don't remember what the Purifier Corpse gets. Let's do that
After
one.
a careful examination of the specialized advent,
The Priest is going to be something psionic, and we just don't give a shit.
I have found clear evidence of genetic modification to the subject's thermoregulatory glands.
Yeah, because those are glands that
In
exist.
conjunction with their specialized armor, give the Purifiers an impressive heat tolerance, bordering on total immunity.
You could have took his backpack off before you started cutting him open, Dr. Tigan. What, do you got to dissect the backpack too? Is that just part of the... Is that part of the deal? Also, need to dissect the backpack. We're going to have alloys in 3 days. Well, we got a bond level up, but we're not going to have alloys in 3 days because we have a covert operation. Dark Tower. I really want to counter that one. What else have we got? Rural checkpoints. That I don't give a shit about. We don't need supplies that badly. This one, I think, is hidden. Wouldn't say no to another engineer. Operation Death Tower. I don't know what this hidden event is yet, but you know what? I know what this one... I don't want supplies, though. I don't want supplies. I could use an engineer, but I don't want some... Now, you know what? The will losses in combat... This is worse. We have to just counter this dark event. We're not low profile. Due to Hadvent, only soldiers of rank Sergeant or lower are allowed on this mission. Well, okay, that may be... What's the sit rep here? No sit rep. Sergeant or lower. Well, alright, I guess you're gonna just get that one then, because I'm not taking sergeants or lower on a mission this late in the game. We don't know what this dark event is. Could be something terrible, could be no big deal. Dr. Anna McGregor, though, I will take you. We're going to go sabotage the transmitter instead.
Setting course for the West African
Got some bond training here from Roosevelt, Marshall, Teddy, the bench. They have deepened their bond. See, they ousted Kowalski, and it was a bonding moment for the two. They both got promoted back to the same rank. The buddy cop is now team is stronger than ever, or as strong as it previously was, plus they've deepened their bond. I'd be like, yeah, it's like, you know, when Riggs and Murtaugh conspired to shoot that diplomat. They're like, yeah, our bond is deeper than ever. We've bonded over a little bit of casual murder. Teddy and the bench, same kind of thing. I think, speaking of Teddy and the bench, we might just take him on this mission. We could take Freeman and Bradford. I mean, we could field a really strong team here. Like, super strong. Sergeant or lower is the problem, because a lot of our top-notch sergeants here are actually already otherwise occupied. You know what? Let's pull out all the stops on this one. We're gonna go whole hog. Give me Morgan Kratos Freeman. Give me John Bathtub Bradford. Who do I want to pair on top of that? Give me Sylvester Hormone Stallone. Give me Tay-Tay, the little goddess of death. And then, who we gonna Tate set up with? Oh, man, we could go with Teddy in the bench, but you know what? That may be overkill, though, right? Teddy in the bench, we may be hitting a little too deep in the bucket on that one. We could take our apprentice sharpshooter, Jesus Christ. He's not really going to be able to contribute a whole lot to the mission. Alternatively, we could take J. Robert Oppenheimer, or we could take Atlas King. You know, J. Robert wouldn't be a terrible pick. Tara Reid, who are you bonded with again? Napoleon. Is Napoleon available? We could... Okay, let's save Napoleon and Reed for another mission, then. We could take Lindsay 80 Proof Lohan. I feel like maybe we should take her or save her for another mission. Let's go with some lower rank guys. God damn it, Red Brown. Oh, Norman Borlaug, by the way, is on the team, but he is never going on a mission, ever. So let's take Abraham Lincoln. And then I think we'll fill out the squad with... Jesus Christ. If you're filling out a squad and your choices are, well, who should I fill out the squad with? I mean, I got one more slot, and Jesus is like, excuse me? Son of God over here. I think you probably just take Jesus. He seems unlikely to let you down. So, hair trigger, laser sight, advanced expanded magazine is all that's on that one. So we'll give you this one. Do we want to start upgrading this? Let's allocate out all of our other shotguns first. Honest Abe, what do you got here? You have... So this has a hair trigger and an advanced expanded magazine. Let's get Honest Abe locked in with that. Taylor Swift, what are you sporting over here? Probably a sports bra of some variety. I mean, that seems to be your go-to equipment. You have just a regular advanced expanded magazine. That's fine. We've been running a lot of Rangers on every mission, so let's give Taylor Swift a sports bra upgrade. Superior laser sight. The Goddess of Death now has a godly weapon. Big magazine, big critical. I'm liking it. Any other weapon upgrades we need to allocate? No, but what we do need to do is put the good gun on Sylvester Stallone. Give him the expanded magazine, superior scope mag cannon, the gun of Lindsay Lohan.
Hey, it's supposed to be the gun of John Rambo. You know, it's bring me the gun of Rambo. It's that line from that Nicolas Cage movie where he murders his brother, sort of.
Talking about Lord of War.
Yeah, that's bring me the gun of Rambo. Nobody said bring me the gun of Lindsay Lohan. I mean, you're right, it is better dialogue, Pete, and the movie probably would have been a considerably better film if somebody at some point had said, bring me the gun of Lindsay Lohan. Nobody even knew who Lohan was at that time, Pete, and she was a relative newcomer back then.
Frag grenade for Jesus. Hashtag frags for Jesus. You know what, Jesus? No, let's give you a flashbang instead. A frag grenade just doesn't seem like a very Christian sort of thing to do, throwing grenades at people, Jesus. You're supposed to turn the other cheek, not wait till they'll look away and then throw a grenade at their face. Jesus has a scope. We've got an extra repeater. We may as well give it to him. I think we're good. We're as good as we're going to get. Mimic beacon on Brad. Okay, we're solid. Let's do this. Jesus is out there to preach his philosophy of nonviolence and equanimity and tolerance and whatnot. And then when the aliens refuse to just be tolerant of humans, you'd be like, well, sorry, it's Wrath of God time. I was coming at you with the turn the other cheek, New Testament kind of Jesus sort of feel. You guys have spurned me. Guess what? Now it's Wrath of God, Old Testament style Jesus. Somebody's like, hey, Pete, Jesus wasn't in the Old Testament. And I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. He sort of was. If you believe in the Holy Trinity and a triune God. Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. They're all just one entity. So Old Testament God was also just Old Testament Jesus in disguise. Just had on a fake beard. Didn't we just do this mission, though? I'm almost positive we just did one of these missions. Wasn't our last mission, because that was a lost mission that took 400 years. But yeah, Bradford. I mean, we just did this mission like 5 minutes ago.
Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.
Alright, somebody has got to take the first move and potentially spawn pods. Who is that someone going to be? I think Sylvester Stallone.
On target location.
Cat's got good aim. Do we want to be aggressive? Okay, let's look at the situation here. It seems relatively unlikely that there would be enemies in those tiles, but you know what? That's probably too aggressive. Let's come up this way and get a poke through this hole in the wall. Just take a poke. A poke, Pete? Didn't you mean a peek? Yeah, peek, poke, whatever. I got a peek and a poke. Bradford, I guess we could have you come over here and check down this corridor, which is on the way to the target. Man, we have to go an extraordinarily long way here. Doesn't that always seem to be the case on these missions, Pete? Yeah, it does, but we did up our turn timer limit last episode, so we got that going for us. All of this distance we can cover and still no enemies in sight, huh? Alright. Let's have Tay-Tay roll up the flank. Tay-Tay, still in the clear, still grinning. Bring her around up here. Anything? Still nothing, huh? Okay, Lincoln. You and Tay-Tay are going to be a match team. Freeman, you are the fastest man in the XCOM project. Let's get you up here. And Jesus H. Christ, sharpshooter. I mean, we don't have any enemies on the map, so just move Jesus in. Jesus is also coming up on the flank. He's going to spread a message of love and hope to the people. Also, you know, bullets. Love, hope, and bullets. That's Jesus' message. So what are the odds we can get over here without spawning a pod? Basically nil. How are we even supposed to get over there? This map is very confusing. Alright, Freeman, let's move you up to here. We still have not seen an enemy. Alright, Freeman, let's bring you over here then. Morgan Freeman makes an okay scout because he is super speedy. We still have not seen an enemy. Huh. Alright, well, Jesus, I mean, I guess we can bring you up here then.
Copy that.
Stallone, you're lagging behind there, champ, but...
Gotta cover it.
Hey, come on, Pete. A 71-year-old man. Doesn't matter how much age you got flowing through the old veins there. And let me assure you, it's not a small amount. But it doesn't matter how much is in there. He's 71. You saddle me with this gigantic cannon. I mean, I'm going to be a little bit slower than, say, Abraham Lincoln. He's a spry individual, healthy, hale. What's he got to carry in the battle? He's a fucking top hat is all you got to carry. Doesn't even take hands.
There's something out there.
All right, so we're going to have some enemies over in this vicinity. Here they come. Oh, okay, we're possibly in trouble. Got a Viper, got a Purifier. They did not see us. So, how do we want to handle Viper and Purifier? They came through a door. We should just go this way. We still have so friggin' far to go, though. Our greatest killers are not in ideal positions to go do any killing, although Blade Master Morgan Freeman could come storming in Norman Schwarzkopf style and take out this Viper. What would he potentially have? You know what? Let's try it. We're gonna be brazen here. Super brazen. Morgan Kratos Freeman, he is a god of war. He's revealed. It doesn't matter. Look, the Viper was so terrified it took damage before it actually took damage. These guys are gonna scatter, and the god of war is gonna... Well, the Viper ain't going nowhere. What's up, Jimmy the Purifier? Yeah, get ruined. That guy also did not move, though. That's kind of bad for us. Well, you know what? I say that it's kind of bad for us, but actually, not bad for us at all. Except for unless he explodes when he dies, which he's almost certain to do. Hey, Morgan Freeman, we kind of need you out of there, buddy. Can you vacate the premises for us, please, Morgan? If you kill a guy... Yeah, teamwork Morgan Freeman. If Morgan Freeman kills a man, he'll get an implacable move. So what we're going to have him do is just go ahead and sword the Viper. I mean, we could shotgun him, but why waste a bullet? Blade Master, this will trigger implacable. Morgan Freeman can get the hell out of Dodge. Morgan Freeman falls back to safety.
Whatever you say.
And then our boy Sylvester Stallone lights this man up.
Our readings indicate that relay is feeding energy directly into their network.
Do you mind, Doc Digan?
Destroy it. It may disrupt their efforts to
I mean, look, Sylvester Stallone is right here in the middle of a shot.
Hey, I was actually waiting on Tigan to finish his narration before I took the shot there because, well, you know, the rule of drama just says that that's a fantastic idea. Well, Sylvester Stallone could use a little extra, you know, action points there, and that ambush kill got me some freebies.
So Bradford's over here. All right, rest of the team, you guys just gotta get up to where you belong, then. I mean, Tay-Tay is still concealed here. There is a relay up top. All right, let's take Tay-Tay. She's gonna make better time if we just send her over the top.
Hey, you're sending my girlfriend out on a mission that's named after a movie I was in, Pete, Over the Top. Remember that? The one where I was an arm wrestler? It was a fantastic film, Pete. Sylvester Stallone, badass arm wrestler. I think I was like a trucker in the off-season or something. Great film, man. Not as good as, you know, Cobra, wherein crime was a disease and I, Sylvester Stallone, was the cure.
Got a priest and what appears to be another purifier. Maybe we could explode the purifier and make him take out his pal. Gotta say, I don't hate our chances here. Tay-Tay is still concealed. We should try and conserve that concealment, if at all possible, for as long as possible. So I think what we do here is we just bring the hormone forward.
Let's move already.
And we'll go ahead and just make all of this cover go away in a massive fiery explosion.
Hey, fellas, a little bit of pineapple for you up here. Enjoy that nice fruit salad, though. It's good. It's gonna be refreshing. It's a hot day.
Tay-Tay, we want to keep you concealed. Abraham Lincoln, we should like to keep you concealed. Jesus, I mean, we could have you take a sniper rifle shot at that relay, but we could also advance and just have you take it out with a pistol. That has the double advantage of, one, putting you closer to the target. Two, nah, just take the relay. This is more, it's just, it feels more in line with the Son of God. This is more kind of thing he would do. We don't want the Son of God going crazy on a violent killing spree. If we can just have him step forward and be like, hey, you know what? You guys should reconsider your actions. I'm going to take out this relay. Give you guys some more time to think about what you've done and think about your general situation. Meanwhile, Morgan Freeman steps up and blasts a man into garbage in a massive fiery explosion. Yes, Pete, that's just the way Morgan Freeman rolls. I know that the Savior and Son of God there preaches a philosophy of forgiveness and love and hope, but Morgan Freeman is old and bitter, Pete. He has seen too much of this world. He doesn't care about love or hope or freedom or progress. What Morgan Freeman cares about is making people be dead, Pete. It's the solution for this world. It's a nihilist philosophy, admittedly, but I, Morgan Freeman, want to watch the world burn. So, dealt with that pod fairly effectively, and we can send our girl Tay-Tay here forward to do a little more scouting for us. Assuming we could find a spot for her to stand that isn't filled with fire.
Roger that.
Let's go a little bit more conservative with our girl Taylor.
Yeah, you know, Pete, she does tend to be a little on the conservative side. Apart from that crimson slash across her mouth there. Typically, you know, she's not overly provocative. Oh, you know, since the release of her Reputation album, by the way, Pete, available in stores now. Since the release of her Reputation album, though, she's got, you know, Taylor has a new bad, good attitude and a new vicious persona. She's changed it up a little bit, Pete. She's not going to be pushed around anymore. Taylor Swift is nobody's fool. She's not going to take that kind of treatment. She's a strong, powerful, independent woman, Pete.
So I would like to kill both of these relays. Is there a way for us to do that without getting spotted? Not unless Tay-Tay can get vision on those enemies for us. I don't know if that move is safe. I mean, they're like right here. Hey, Freeman, can you, I need Morgan Freeman. He's the fastest man. Yeah. The fact that you can stand in all of these tiles, those guys are, they're at least one tile further away. This should be safe-ish.
Moving to position.
Okay. Perfect. That's what we needed. Now we know where we're going to get spotted and where we aren't. We can adjust accordingly. Never mind, Morgan Freeman gets... If we go through anywhere there, we're going to activate that pod. Huh? Alright. Well then, what we need to do is get our best team on Overwatch in positions to contribute, because it seems like, regardless of what we do, we're going to activate that pod, so we're going to have to be very careful here. So we'll bring John Bradford forward, dump him into Overwatch. Morgan Freeman, you're not a great Overwatcher here. Sylvester Stallone, I mean, you're not an ideal candidate for Overwatch either, especially if you have to stand in the open to do it, which you would be forced to do. Can anybody else even make it to a position for Overwatch? We can get Morgan Freeman here.
Seems doable.
Actually, Morgan Freeman, okay, let's do this. Morgan Freeman can take out a relay. That buys us a turn. It's a strong use of Morgan Freeman's action. Jesus. Guess we'll just bring you over here. Jesus fears not the fires of damnation or the fires that are slowly burning in a tunnel somewhere beneath Los Angeles. Stallone, I guess we'll just bring you here and put you on Overwatch. It's not as close as I would like, but it's as close as you're going to get. Honest Abe, why don't you honestly just come up here and try and stay out of the way? Why don't you honestly just do your best to not get spotted? How about that? These guys are patrolling to us. Ah, it's exactly what we wanted. We're going to get a nice little... And I say little, I mean it. We're getting a nice little Overwatch ambush here. We'll get a couple shots. Bradford peeks out. Jesus! His pacifist tendencies coming to the fore. Jesus is like... I can't bring myself to harm another one of God's living creatures, Pete. I mean, one of my living creatures. I can't bring myself to harm another one of my living creatures. And Taylor Swift is busted, by the way.
They're on to me.
Taylor Swift getting busted, all things considered, not that big a deal. Bradford, we'll come to you last, because you're going to be our Salvato. So, how do we want to handle this? We've got plenty of slashing to do for sectoids here. I think, let's start off with just a nice little slash from Honest Abe. That has the potential to spawn another pod, though. Also, not necessarily going to get Honest Abe a kill. 9 to 11, 20% chance to crit. Abe, go get the good stuff for me. Blade Master, Honest Abe Lincoln. Puts him in the dirt. Jesus, what do you got? 51% chance with the pistol? That ain't no good, boy. That ain't no good. 62% chance. 51 with the rifle, 62 with the pistol. Either one of those is acceptable.
Here I come.
Stallone, let's get you up here and have you put one in this Archon for me. 86%. Solid hit percentage. Not ideal, but it's close enough for funk.
Running dry.
And that means all we need to do with the rest of this turn is chop up, I mean, we can have Bradford Combat Protocol that man if we really need him to. So, Tay-Tay, let's have you go on the slash here. I don't want to be on that side of the wall. Come gut this man like a fish. Done and done. Well, not yet, but I'm getting there. Morgan Freeman. Jesus. You know what, Jesus? Let's get you a little closer and have you take the shot. Jesus needs a kill. I'm sorry, Jesus. I know it's against your natural proclivities and inclinations, but in this case, we got to get you blooded, buddy. No, don't throw a flashbang on. Jesus is doing everything he can to not have to take a human life here. Well spoken, Jesus. I mean, it was, in fact, not much of a hit. We're right. Morgan Freeman, we're going to bring you up here.
No problem, boss.
Going to have you put a shot at the back of this Archon. That's right, Pete. Morgan Freeman just wants to watch the world burn, and if Jesus won't do his part to end the universe, even though, you know, theoretically, he probably could do more of it than anybody else, but if he won't do his part, Morgan Freeman will step up, Pete, to fill the void. Freeman's going to reload. That just leaves us John Bathtub Bradford. He's going to come in here and buy us an extra turn on this relay. Like so. Alright. 4 turns to network separation. We're definitely going to encounter another pod. In fact, we're going to encounter it right now. That's sort of bad news for Taylor Swift because she is not in cover currently. These guys did not choose to shoot, however. And what that means is that it's bad news for those guys because now they are dead. All of the dead. Taylor Swift, we're going to bring you up here. Do we want to take firsties with Tay-Tay? I mean, Abraham Lincoln could do some work here. He does not have run and gun. Abraham Lincoln could come in here and drop a slash on this man's face, though, right? You know what? This is an excellent opportunity for us to scout out the situation because there are more guys back there. Oh, that's not a guy, it's a relay. Never mind, we're fine. I was a little worried about Lincoln for a second there. Morgan Kratos Freeman is ready. Jesus, what do you got, buddy? Not a great shot. Sylvester, you gonna have anything from here? Nope. In fact, Sylvester Stallone can't even get into a location where he can see the enemy. So it's gonna be all Taylor Swift and company then for the rest of this one. So, Tay-Tay, I think we bring you over here. I trust you to shotgun this man to chunklets. He'll probably explode. No, don't shoot at those, though. Shoot at this man who's got a flamethrower pointed at your face. Taylor Swift did not finish the job.
That's okay, Pete. There's one thing my girl Tay-Tay knows. Is when, at first you don't succeed. You try, and then you try again, Pete. That's just how this works. If at first you don't succeed, Taylor Swift, she gets knocked down. She just gets right back up on that horse and keeps on fighting, Pete. Taylor Swift, you know, she loves horses too, by the way. It's a little known fact about Taylor. She actually owns a ranch in Montana.
Morgan Freeman, I think, will kill this man. Done and done. Good work, Morgan.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. You gutted him like a fish. We're going to bring you over here with your implacable move and use you to open a door in a second. Bradford, ain't a whole hell of a lot left of you to do, is there, pal? Can you get a shot at a relay? Nope. Well, I guess we'll move you to the door then. Jesus, any chance you could get a shot at one of these relays for us? Nope. All right, well, let's just get you up here then.
No need to ask twice. Advent has almost cut off the transmitter from their network. We're running out of time.
Really, Bradford, though, I mean, it's totally fine, bro. Here, look. We're going to take the whole running out of time thing and just make it be not a factor anymore. Abraham Lincoln, we're going to bring you back here. We're going to take one more turn to set up for going into this last room because I'm assuming there's going to be some enemies in here when we kick open this door. So let's buy ourselves a couple turns. Freeman, you know what? For this turn, I think honestly your best bet, just have you overwatch. Jesus, you're probably in about as best position as you're going to get, but we can get Sylvester Hormone Stallone here in a little better firing position. We're also going to have Hormone reload. Let's reload for the bathtub. Refill the bathtub. The most excited we've ever heard John Bradford. He went, oh yeah, when we talked about reloading the bathtub. That's fucking appropriate. Open this door, John. That's what we expected. One pod hiding in here. We got 2 sectoids and an Archon. We're gonna have no problem here. I mean, in a worst case scenario, if every single possible thing goes wrong, we've still got our Mimic Beacon, which I'm thinking with 4 enemies on the map, we may need to use, although not necessarily. We could bring Taylor Swift in here on the run and gun. Tay-Tay shoots the Avatar in the back. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Always have Taylor Swift shoot a man in the heart.
Moving out.
Tay-Tay's coming in. She can also plant the X4 charges while we're here. That's mission accomplished. No matter what happens now, we've still got the mission taken care of. Only 79% to hit here for Tay-Tay? Huh. You know what, Tay-Tay? Take the sectoid, actually. Because this is a kill on... You didn't kill him, though, Taylor. That should have been a kill, Taylor. Should have been a kill. Alright, Stallone, we need you at the end of this turn in a position of cover. You know what, Bradford? I'm going to need you to move, actually. John? I want you over here.
Seems doable.
Bradford is going to be, in all likelihood, just chucking a Mimic Beacon this turn. And I say in all likelihood, what I mean with is absolute certainty. Bradford is going to be chucking a Mimic Beacon and nothing else. Stallone, can you get this in here without blowing up any of our personnel? That would be nice. Like, don't blow up Taylor Swift. Don't blow up Bradford.
Pete, come on, man. Do you honestly think that I would blow up Taylor Swift, my goddess of love, my meal ticket, frankly, at this point in my life, and the woman of my dreams? Come on, Pete. I mean, I know which side my bread is, upon which side my bread is, but I always mess it up, Pete. How does the phrase work when you got the weird preposition in there? I know upon which side my bread is buttered, I think would be the appropriate construction. I mean, I only wrote an Oscar-winning play. I don't know much about the language, admittedly.
Morgan Freeman. I think we'll just have you go kill this sectoid. No, not that Archon. We got other plans for him. Sectoid, come chop him up. Get diced. Melee vulnerability. Blade Master, Morgan Freeman. The Dice Master is what he is. And then with his bonus move, bam, right over here on this Archon so we can go Blade Master on him in a minute. Hey, Seuss, what do you got here, pal? 54% chance at the sectoid. Not so good. And you know what? We can make it better. It'd be like, Pete, Jesus isn't going to be in cover at the end of this turn. I'm honestly not too worried about it. He's going to come over here, fire at this sectoid. Jesus still has not taken a life, I'd like to point out. Jesus, he's done some damage, but the man refuses to take a life. But that's okay. We got this Mimic Beacon. We're going to use it. This is what we conserved Bradford for. These guys are going to go for the beacon. Morgan Freeman's going to get some cheap shots here. Well, Pete, I have to say that Jesus' presence is, well, it's inspiring me, and I feel as though I'm turning over a bit of a new leaf. Okay, a big ol' wallop. Our Mimic Beacon is still grinning, so the sectoid's going to come shoot at it. There we go. Mimic Beacon is destroyed. The Mimic Beacon being destroyed hardly matters to us. Morgan Freeman, if you would, sir. Shotgun to the brain. Open brain, insert shotgun. Leaves him very badly damaged. Morgan Freeman, we want to stay right next to that guy. Jesus?
I'm on the move.
I mean, we need to get you a kill, buddy. I want you to... You got to get blooded, Jesus. He won't do it. Jesus will not take a life. He just refuses. He's like, no, Pete, I don't care what you say. I am not going to do it. I will not harm one of my creatures. And be like, you just shot a sectoid. He's like, well, that's not one of my creatures, Pete. I said I would not harm one of my creatures. That sectoid, he ain't one of mine. Tay-Tay, Abraham Lincoln. You know what, Lincoln? Why don't you kill this man?
Heading there now.
Honest Abe's not afraid to do what needs to be done. Whether it's draft the Emancipation Proclamation and plunge the nation into civil war, or whether it's just shoot a man in the brain and end the mission, I mean, he'll make the hard choices. Lincoln is not afraid to make the tough choice.
No problem, boss.
John, Bathtub, Bradford, let's just have you combat protocol this sectoid. We'll take the slam dunk. Jesus won't kill him, but John Bradford has no problem with pumping him full of 50,000 volts. And done and done.
Is history. work, Commander.
All right, Operation Death Tower, man. That one was smooth. Take a mission photo. Where they go, the aliens die. No, I mean, we should be something more along the lines of peace, love, understanding, tolerance. There we go. It's the Jesus paradigm. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift is gripping the hilt of a sword and her face is covered in actual blood. Peace, love, understanding, tolerance. That's the XCOM message. Aliens came to our planet. We're like, look, we don't have to get into a ruckus here. There's no need for a row. Let's just be friends. Can't we all just get along, aliens? Can't we all just get along?
Today, with the destruction of vital infrastructure, they would now threaten our very way of life.
The more I hear this guy talk, the less convinced I am becoming that it's not actually House Speaker Paul Ryan. Like that could have been a draft from the offices of the. That could have been exactly the kind of press release we would get from the office of the speaker. I want to like you, Paul Ryan, but you're making it real hard. That was actual Paul Ryan, not Speaker Paul Ryan. There, I don't like that guy at all because he looks like looks like John Lennon, and I don't like the Beatles. Abraham Lincoln picking. Jesus Christ, Honest Abe, you're only a sergeant? All right, well, take Shadow Step. I very sincerely thought you were higher rank, and the bond between Stallone and Taylor Swift has deepened yet again. It's true love, folks. They said Taylor Swift would never.
Your efforts continue.
Dark event countered Advent return fire. Well, that's not one I would have chosen to thwart given the option, but it is what it is. We certainly weren't going to do a mission where we had everybody. Yeah, I guess we'll just Taylor Swift and Stallone will go reaffirm their vows. It's really kind of a touching thing. It's beautiful. The depth of their bond. But we had no choice on that dark event because there's no way we were going to do a mission where we could only take a sergeant. It's just some of these sit reps really seem like they're just like, you don't get to do this one. It'd be like, you only have to take 3 guys, fight a chosen, and kill 1,000. That's just no. You can't take anybody who's sergeant or higher on this mission when it's late in the campaign, and you maybe don't even have anybody who's not a sergeant or higher.
And their brutality in combat. They have slaughtered many of the Elders' minions and feasted upon the corpses of their prey. But we do not question their practices.
Why the fuck not? You don't question their practices when they're killing aliens and eating them? I mean, the killing aliens thing, I think we're all on board with. We can all agree that's useful, but the eating them afterwards, especially if we're talking like chrysalids, berserkers, mutons? How do you eat a robot? That's more of a culinary question than anything else. I'm just like, oh, we killed this Advent mech. We're going to eat it. Not really sure it's edible. And folks like, oh, we'll find a way. Speaking of finding a way, I'm going to find a way to get out of this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to figure out how the hell exactly one properly prepares a robot to make it edible, you might consider subscribing as well. New recipes from Volk every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.